You're watching 11 Alive Morning News. 11 minutes of nonstop news starts now.
First on 11 Alive Morning News, the rain is pushed into our area and looks like it's going to stick around for part of our holiday weekend. I'll let you know when it's going to be raining and the full forecast straight ahead.
All right, we talk a whole lot about traffic leaving town. How about everybody coming back from spring break? We got to be prepared for some weekend travel as folks return from the beaches.
Easter is right around the corner, and Atlanta's airport is lit up this morning for the occasion. We are live with everything you need to know if you plan on catching a flight ahead of the holiday weekend. Our top story this morning, a convicted killer is still out there on the run after walking out of a transitional facility in Atlanta.
Right now, our Molly Oak is live near the facility along Ponce de Leon Avenue with the latest on the search.
Yeah, Ariana, Aisha, Charles Smith walked out of the facility just down this street earlier this week. Now a statewide bolo is out. Smith was convicted of murder in a 1992 homicide in Clayton County. He was sentenced to life. In 2021, he was then released on parole. Recently, though, the Board of Pardons and Paroles was notified Smith violated the terms of his parole. The board then decided he could be placed at this minimum security transitional center on Ponce with the option to be returned to parole. But the director of communications for the board says Smith violated the terms and criteria and says the board was revoking his parole and that Smith knew this when he left on Wednesday. He says if Smith is found, he'll continue his life sentence, although he added it's unlikely the board will parole him anytime in the near future. If you have any idea where he is or if you see Smith, call 911. Back to you all.
All right, Molly, thank you. Your time now, 6:49. Here's what's happening now.
Yeah, this morning a search is also underway for a man police believe is behind a sexual assault in Buckhead. Take a look at this photo, which is one of many put out by Atlanta police. They say the suspect is wearing a black ski mask, black pants, light color shoes, and a multicolored shirt. Investigators say it happened last week near a coffee shop along Peachtree Road Northeast. If you see him, give Crime Stoppers a call.
This weekend, Georgia State University police stepping up security patrol after last weekend's rowdy crowds near campus. The department also adding more street lights and reaching out to nearby apartments that use and house GSU students to enforce an ID rule for guests.
Absolutely electric. You can, like, if you could bottle up, sell it, you should. It's just the vibes, like it's the feels, like just everyone around having a good time. We're all here enjoying the Braves.
It was a sold-out crowd, and they showed out last night for the Braves home opener at Truist Park last night. They won on a single walk, a walk-off single from Orlando Arcia. Game 2 for the Braves against the Padres is tonight at 7:20.
This morning, the airport is lit up in celebration of Easter just a couple of days away, and some families packing their bags to get away for a long holiday weekend.
That's right. Our Liza Lucas, she joins us now live from Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport.
Liza, this year is unique because we have spring break for a lot of schools. So we have Easter and Passover, so I'm sure you've been seeing the airport packed out.
Yeah, we also have Ramadan too, so a big overlap happening this year. And I've got to say, give you a look right now at the North Terminal behind me. Hit a little bit of a low right now, but overall we have seen steady traffic moving through, but the lines have been moving here. TSA is moving here. So we're all in the green right now, which is a good situation considering we have millions of seats booked across the country with travel expected to top pre-pandemic levels. Now here in Atlanta, Hartsfield-Jackson, they're anticipating more than 4.4 million passengers traveling through the area during spring break. And today, TSA is predicting 323,000 people coming through our airport. It's also not too late if you want to get away. Discounts are still available. The average price for a round trip flight this Easter is around $286, which is 20% cheaper than last year. And there are also hotel detail deals out there for the taking.
Hotels drop prices the few days before check-in if they have unsold rooms. So if you're headed to a big city, maybe New York, Los Angeles, Dallas, you will probably get the best deal for your Easter weekend stay if you book at the very last minute.
Now, again, as always, officials here at the airport reminding anyone that's headed this way to give yourself plenty of time, a little bit more cushion, too, for those international flights. But again, the TSA lines are moving right now, and I just checked the board. Very few delays to report here at Hartsfield-Jackson. Sending it back to you.
All right, thank you, Liza. That was a look at your top headlines.
And if you're traveling into Atlanta, a lot of people might be looking at our forecast for Easter weekend, Chesley.
Yeah, thinking it's going to be warm around here. No, not the case at all. In fact, temperatures are cooling down. We started out the weekend, the with temperatures in the 80s. In fact, we experienced that the last couple of days. Today, only in the low 70s. That's where we should be for this time of year, but cooler than what we have been, even cooler by tomorrow. Now, we're looking at some widespread rain, mainly up here through our northernmost counties. You can see up here toward Dalton. In fact, just south of Dalton, between Dalton and Calhoun, got some very heavy rain. You see the lightning strikes associated with a few of these showers that are pushing through Lewitville. You got a few thunderstorms just north of your area. Carter K catching a break right now, but I think you'll get in on some of this. Higdon as well. You have some moderate pockets over your area. The thunderstorms, no doubt, waking a lot of folks up this morning. In fact, we've been watching this cluster of thunderstorms very slowly making its way out of Gwinnett County now, moving further up to the north over toward Franklin County. You can see just to the north of Sandy Cross, we do have some very heavy rain and numerous lightning strikes. Haven't seen any severe weather as of yet. You need those winds up there, 58, 60 miles per hour, or you need some hail in that, and we haven't just seen that so far this morning. Temperature-wise, we're in the 60s. 67 degrees right now in Stockbridge and up toward Forest Park. Locust Grove, you are at 66, 65 degrees in Noonan, 66 also in Fayetteville, 60 degrees in Powder Springs, 57 degrees up towards Ackworth. You're one of the cool spots. 67 in Tucker, Roswell 65, 69, but holding on close to 70 right here in the city of Atlanta. I think we'll get up to 71 for an afternoon high today. We'll have some scattered showers in the forecast off and on through the day. Where you don't see the rain, you'll just experience mostly cloudy skies, maybe a break or two in those clouds. That will be it, folks. We got a stationary boundary with areas of low pressure riding along that. That's what's going to keep the rain in the forecast, not only for today, but really goes up tomorrow. And I think it'll be more widespread on us tomorrow as well. You're also going to notice even today, the wind's starting to pick up, especially by tonight. We'll be a bit breezy out there, and that wind will stay with us through the day on Saturday. Here's our forecast track model. You can see where we have the scattered showers around this morning. A lot of that pushes over toward the east by the noon hour. We'll have isolated showers around. Clouds for the most part. You'll see a few breaks in those clouds here and there. Here comes that widespread rain on us on Saturday. Look for that to be with us through the day. Here's the good news. It gets out of the way by the time we hit Easter Sunday morning. And so by Sunday, you're looking at clouds to start in the morning, but we'll have sunshine by the afternoon.
Rain in the forecast is affecting plans for the Masters today. Tee times at Augusta National Golf Club are moving up by 30 minutes to get in as much golf as possible before that weather moves in. The starting tee time is now at 7:30 a.m. and Crash, you're not only the traffic expert, you're also the golf expert. So what do we need to know if we're headed out to the Masters today?
Golf expert with a 24 handicap. Number one, no cell phones, no cameras. In fact, no laptops, tablets, beepers. Yes, the Masters website says no beepers. So nothing to record, no pictures, no video, and don't contact anybody from 1993. Number two, no signs, no ladders, no periscopes, selfie sticks. You can't bring a camera. Why bring that selfie stick? And parents, no strollers, no weapons of any type, regardless of permits. Yeah, my 8-iron's a weapon. Number three, no food or drinks. But why when you can get those amazing pimento cheese sandwiches for pennies and a frosty beverage for $5? But remember, beverages are not available on the main course after 4 p.m. That's to prevent those overserved fans from screaming, mashed potatoes, every time Tiger hits a shot. What do you want to bring? Binoculars. They're handy for watching the action from a distance. Comfortable shoes. Augusta National, very hilly, and those grounds are going to be wet, especially after this rain rolls through, so be prepared to slip and slide through Amen Corner. And a quick update right now, we've got a three-way tie at 7 under. Victor Hovland, John Rahm, and Brooks Koepka. Unfortunately, Tiger is +2. Ariana?
All right, thank you, Crash. President Joe Biden and First Lady Jill Biden are keeping up with the tradition of having an educational White House Easter egg roll experience. About 30,000 people, they're expected to hit the White House lawn. It will take place Monday from 7 a.m. and 7 p.m.
I see what Dr. Jill Biden did there. Education.
Yes.
All right. So if you and your kids are looking for a spectacular Easter event, Grammy Award-winning star Future and his Free Wishes Foundation, they got you covered.
That's right. They're inviting people across the metro to their Easter egg hunt extravaganza. The Easter event will take place this Saturday at Butler Park next to MLK Aquatic Center at 1 p.m. You must bring your own basket. Of course, there will be free food, games, Easter Bunny pictures, and so much more. Their goal is to bring people from all walks of life together to strengthen bonds in the community.
Heading out this afternoon, make sure you have your umbrella with you. For the most part at noon, we're looking at mostly cloudy skies. Temperatures are at 67 degrees. On our way to 71 for an afternoon high, so it will be cooler, even though that's where we should be for this time of year. Going to hold on to the threat for showers even as you're driving home tonight. Looking at 62 degrees by 6 o'clock. More widespread rain coming our way tomorrow. At least we'll dry it out for Easter Sunday.
All right, Chesley, we're going to keep an eye on this out of Norcross into Doraville. Heads up, an overturned vehicle blocking a left lane. Peachtree Industrial Boulevard heading southbound right near Tilly Mill Road. So big time heads up for our friends. We'll get you an update at 7:26.
All right, it was an action-packed day, everybody. Make sure you stay safe out there. We'll see you back here for the news at midday at noon.